Yo, what's going on everybody? My name is Ian and welcome back to another graded card return video. So this is the follow-up to I believe the second submission video that I had posted a week ago. So we have 18 cards, and before we get started I'm going to give away a couple of free codes for you guys. So this one is going to be from the XY Flashfire. So there's the first code. Then I will do 9 cards. So we had 18 cards, so I'm going to do 9, and then I'll give away another one, and then I'll do the last one at the very end. So we're going to start with the lowest grades first and work our way up. So starting off, we have a Dark Alakazam, Mint 9, getting a 9/5 centering, 9 on all 3 other grades, and this is the first edition version of it. So pretty happy to add this to my Rocket collection. Then continuing with the Team Rocket set, we have the foil first edition Golbat, who has quad 9s on all of it. Got Dark Hypno, foil first edition, so 9/5 centering, 9 on edges and surface, and 8/5 on the corners. And then we have Rocket Sneak Attack, so 10 centering, 9 on the corners, 9/5 surface, and 8/5 on the edges. And this is a foil first edition of this card as well. Okay. Next up, we got the Unlimited Blaine's Charizard. This came in at a Mint 9. I thought I was going to maybe pull a little bit of a higher grade, but there were some corner damage up at the top, I believe, up here that I don't know, I must have not looked at it. So the centering overall was a perfect 10. 9/5 surface, 9 edges, 8/5 corners. So still a nice looking card, and especially since I just found it in a random shop. We got the first edition Typhlosion. This I might resubmit for a regrade to see if I can maybe bump it up to a 9/5, because the centering and corners were 9/5, the edges and surface were 9s. I didn't really see too much wrong with the surface itself, so I don't really know where they got that. So maybe this will be one that we can resubmit and try and get that gem mint. And then this will also be another resubmission, I think, or at least I'm going to ask them. So this is the Clarion from Legendary Collection, and it got a 9/5 on the centering and edges, 9 on the corners, and an 8/5 on the surface. There is nothing wrong on the surface thing, so the only thing I think that they could have done was on the actual print line itself, if they took off for that, which I don't know about that, because it's just a production thing, and I've had other cards graded with them before that have like print lines and everything, so, and I've never been hit that hard for surface grade, so this will be a resubmission for sure. And then we got the Groudon Star. So this got a Mint 9 as well, so 9/5 on the centering and surface, 9 on the corners, 8/5 on the edges, which was kind of expected. I was either going to think it was going to be on the edges or the surface. There's a nick right here on the card, but other than that, it looks really good. Surface looks pretty clean. So not bad for such an old and rare card. And then last up in the 9s, we have the Chars Rdx Promo. So the corners and edges were 10, the surface was a 9/5, and I knew the centering was just god-awful on this card, so it was at 8/5, because you can just kind of tell from left to right and top to bottom as well. So, but I didn't have this card, and I wanted to add it to the Charizard collection as well. So, all right. And then next up, so we had the second XY Flashfire code. So there you go. Okay, and now we'll go ahead and get into the 9/5s. So first up we have Umbreon, and this will probably be resubmitted to get the 10. I knew the centering was a little bit off, but I didn't see anything wrong with the surface itself. So this will be put back in to try and get a 10 on him. Next up we got Houndoom. I was a little shocked on this grade, especially for the surface, which was a 9. But I don't know if I'm going to resubmit him or try and send my other 2 in and try and get a 10 or a black label on him. We'll see. But other than that, 10s on the corners and edges, 9/5 centering. And then we had a few more Rocket cards. So we had a first edition foil Duck Trio that got a Gem Mint 9/5. So the edges being a 9, everything else 9.5. And then we also had the Dark Magneton. Really excited about this because I knew this card looked really good, except just the centering was a little more left to right. So and I knew that going into it, but it managed to pull the 9.5 first edition foil, so I was pretty excited about that. And then we have the Legendary Collection Arcanine, and this got a Gem Mint 9.5 as well. Had a perfect 10 centering, 9.5 on edges and surface, and 9 on the corners. So really sharp looking card. Really like that foil pattern, it's cool. Okay, and then now we'll get into the 10s. So this Kabutops managed to pull off a 10, which I'm very excited about. So I don't really know if that centering was a 9.5 or not, but I mean, who knows? I look at these cards after too long and I start thinking that they're worse than they really are. So, but glad this got a 10. This is a really nice looking card. And one of my more favorite ones that I managed to get, just with all the colors on it. It looks so cool. And then one of the Tyrannotars did get a pristine 10. So I don't know if I'm going to resubmit this to try and get the black label or not. We'll see. Just because the other one got the black label. So managed to get 4 10s on it. That looks really awesome. I'm very excited for this. This is one of the main cards that I wanted to get in this black label. So I'm very excited to have this on this card. And then last but not least, I managed to get the Espeon also in a black label. So this was a really nice submission. It's really hard to get these black label grades. So the only reason that these had a shot at them was because I managed to track down the packs and then got lucky enough to pull them with good centering and everything. So it's really hard to get this. But I'm very excited for these grades, especially since this is the first submission I've had where I've gotten 2 black labels back to back. Or in the same grade, same submission. So really excited about these for sure. But yeah, guys, I hope you liked what you see. Keep on the lookout for more graded card videos, box openings, and everything like that. And then here's the last code for you as well. So this is just for the actual Chars Rdx box. I'm not really sure what you get for this, but I haven't used it. So here's the code. Feel free to use it. I hope it works for whoever takes it. But yeah, until then, I will see you guys later.